everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Stafford's Lions going up against Dak Prescott's Cowboys.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D, as their guys will do battle with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Dan Bailey's got it teed up, and here we go now from Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Gets fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Stafford here. Flushed out right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Amir Abdullah, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Used to have a coach who tells us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game? They covered that play successfully.
Second and 10, Stafford again. He's got his man. This is Tate. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. First carry for Amir Abdullah. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on second down is Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. On the punt, return of 4, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a first and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Play action now. Prescott. Dancing to his left. And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They go play action here on 1st down. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. A 1st down carry by Elliott. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Second down, Prescott. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Akeem Spence getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Ziggy Ansah. He's the one to get in this time, and back-to-back sacks are going to bring up a 4th down. Fourth down, Prescott. And that is going to be incomplete. Jason Garrett might be wanting to reconsider the decision to go for it there. And the Lions will take over. That pass going awry gives me a second to fit in a stat that you told me. The 3 worst rushing offenses in the NFL this past week, Charles, all had 100-yard runners, and they all got a win.
Yeah, how about the motivation for a couple of them, too? Adrian Peterson going to the Cardinals, he had a lot to prove, didn't he? He wanted to let everyone know that he still had the juice, and he ran all over Tampa Bay. How about Miami going into Atlanta and upsetting the Falcons, and Jay Ajayi got back on track? But did you have Orleans Darkwa of the Giants putting a 100 spot on the Denver Broncos in Denver and winning?
I did not have that.
You did not have that. Just think, all 3 of them won their game. Yeah, if you run the football in the league, you got a chance to be successful.
On first down, Abdullah. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. A very solid gain of 27.
I do have to admit, I like it when catching the football, right? Whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs. In this case, the feet, did a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. 3 yards is the gain that time. Second and goal. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. A second down run for Abdullah. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They're going to run it with Abdullah. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. Well, before this next offensive drive gets going, you know, we still have 2 0-6 teams in the NFL. The 49ers.
We had the Giants in there going into it as well, right? We had the Giants, 49ers, and Browns, and I predicted that the Browns would be the first to get off the schneid. Instead, it was the Giants. So the Browns looking at me a little crooked-eyed, aren't they? Like, hey, just leave us alone and let us play. Don't make any more predictions, man.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety. So after a scoreless first quarter, we at least finally get some points on the board.
But it can't be what either of us expected, can it?
No, the safety's not what you expect for the first points of the game, but one of the goose eggs is gone. And he lost the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, we got a second here before this next drive starts. It seems like every week we're talking injuries, and we had 3 quarterback shoulder injuries from this last week.
Yeah, and it's really unfortunate because we're talking about some of the most recognizable players in the league. Jameis Winston really coming on as a young quarterback. Trevor Siemian, captain of the Denver Broncos, and won the job for a second year in a row. And, of course, Aaron Rodgers may be the best quarterback in the league. You know, Rodgers probably gone for the season. Winston, I think they could have brought him back, but they were cautious with him and kept him out of the game. And Siemian did play in the second half in their loss to the Giants.
Yeah, that's the good news. 2 of the 3 able to return. Unfortunately for Rodgers, not looking so good. They'll run it now out of the gun. Elliott a first down and more. The 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. In position for the possible game winner, but they need to get up and spike it.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of...
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Sean Robinson getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A give to Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys are in for 6.
Well, someone has a sense of the dramatic here, don't they? Scoring this late in the half to take the lead going into the locker room.
Now they just don't want to misstep misfortune on the next kickoff because there's still a little bit of time left on that clock.
Yeah, you do have to bring that up, don't you? In the NFL, every play is critical. And if you give up something cheap there, all that advantage they just gained goes right out the window.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When they'd line up, go ahead, and oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Oh, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. gun. Here's Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the kick.
Of their offense.
Second down following the run. A shotgun snap for Stafford. It's brought in left side by Tate. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, 42 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Lions offense cashes in with 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, and hit them over the top.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Elliott found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And now Stafford must not be pleased with something. He's going to turn, and he signals for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Here's Stafford now on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
He's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So the pigskin will move from the 2 down to the 1.
And I have not met an offensive line yet that doesn't think they can get it in from the 1-yard line on a running play.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Darren Fells taking it in. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And out now come the Cowboys. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
12 yards there as they move the chains. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jared Davis. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in.
Stafford gives to Abdullah. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Golden Tate, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Stafford. And a little floater there is incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. A second down throw for Prescott. And Beasley with it over the middle. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he finds Beasley complete. And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. They create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Give him 22 on that one. And that leads to a Dallas first down. 10th carry now for Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. Prescott from the gun. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's brought down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Prescott on first down. And an alley to run. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. Prescott to throw it. And this one caught by Beasley. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A Dallas first down. Prescott hook it up with Beasley.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Prescott now on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.